Welcome back. Let's head back up the spiral elevator. Wait a second. Spiral elevator? That kind of looks like the Slinky from the diagram. And indeed, that is what it is. If you hadn't turned the power on yet, on the other side, this would not have worked. So we know what everything is on the diagram, except for the shield at the bottom. Because it doesn't look like this. Because the UFO was the island, and the water wheel was obvious, and the circle with 5 dots was the electromagnet chamber. And what do we have here? Well, it's not a shield. Looks like an airship. It's not inflated, however, so it's not going anywhere. It seems to be connected to that wire that we see running all through the edge. So that goes all the way from here to the island outside. But if it wants to go there, I'm guessing the door has to be open. I'm also guessing we have to inflate it. Unless you want to hang upside down from the cable for the entire route. And that wouldn't be nice. Because it's currently being held up by the structure, but I assume that once it starts moving, it will need to stay upright of its own accord, for which we will need some hot air in the balloon. Makes sense, doesn't it? The seal is not entirely airtight. I don't think it's meant to be. If this door wasn't here, we could try climbing on the cable and just climbing all the way to see where it goes. Actually, if this door wasn't there, I definitely wouldn't do that. Somebody broke that path. Let's hope we won't need it. That's something Saavedro did. Oh, this looks the same as the other poles we saw. I guess this is the first one. Doesn't really look like there's anything you could do there either. There's just this hose connected. I don't know. Could be sabotage. Could just be natural decay. Let's see what we have here, though. Some kind of gauge. And a whole bunch of wheels. None of which do anything. That one's stuck. I don't know. Lever. Maybe we need to do something with that. That doesn't do anything either. Doesn't look like this is powered. But there's nothing else on the diagram except for the island that doesn't have power, so I don't think that's it. But since there's valves, I'm guessing there's gas involved. And there doesn't appear to be any. Probably need gas to inflate the balloon as well, so I'm guessing that has something to do with it. There's another wheel here. which also does nothing. Let's take a look at this construction. There's this whole tower here. It seems to be connected up there to the side of that door. And the tube that we could see from the other side. Then it goes down through here. Past this wheel. And where the hell's that going? I don't know. Cable. But the gas seems to go through this container then, through the hose, and from there it presumably fills the airship. But no gas. Maybe we should try and follow this back to its source, which seems to be up there. So let's climb this ladder. Which goes up here. Kind of steep, but whatever. Looks like there's more of those valves up on the top here. Can you see that from a better angle somewhere? Not really. Oh well, worth a try. We're on top of the whole tower here, and there's more pages. Cavern wall is almost ready. For weeks I've been polishing it, rubbing away at the crack to obtain a smooth surface. I haven't been able to sleep much these last weeks. I was afraid I would never wake up. But if I can make him see all that happened, if I can show him the pain his family caused, it will be worth it. Tomorrow I begin mixing the paints. The cavern wall, that could be either Amateria or Edanna, I suppose, the first painting. Well, chronologically, Edanna seems to be the first painting, so I'm guessing he was talking about that cavern wall. He was preparing it so he could paint on it, and he is also making preparations to mix the paint. And I think that we now have the journal complete, so we could read it from beginning to end, if we wanted to. But we've already read all of it, so I won't do that now. Let's see. Looks like we can go through the structure that has the door in it. And now we're on top of that pipe that we saw before. Huh. I only just noticed that this thing, where the lever was that opened the door, seems very similar to the diving board that's near the island. Coincidence? I don't know. It looks like there's only one way to go from here, which is across the pipe. Talking about things I would probably not actually dare to do if I was here for real. Can we see where those things are going? Not really. Well, we know they're going towards the gate and the water wheel, but you can't really see that from here. If I were to go over this for real, in real life, then I would probably do it crawling. So I'm assuming this pipe is to deliver gas to this construction over there and to inflate the balloon. Except there seems to be a supply problem. Maybe the tubes are clogged. Get some nice views from here though. of these passages. It's dark. There is a light here, fortunately. Climbing through vents. Haven't done that yet in this game either. Hey, I recognize that door. That leads back to the passageway leading to the order wheel. It's a nice shortcut, I guess. Means we don't have to try and crawl back up the vent. Do you hear that? What is that? Ah, it's lava. Hopefully this door is well insulated. Otherwise it's probably quite hot in here. Seems to be in this room, the lava, but can't really see it. I guess that's where the pipe connects. There's a fan there. So I guess the lava is where the hot air is supposed to come from. The fan isn't moving. There's a control here. Somebody put a bolt in the middle there. Somebody called Saavedro, I'm betting. Can move it other directions. Down doesn't seem to do anything. Up works. Ooh, that lowered something. And judging by the change in color and the sound, the lava's gone. Real lava wouldn't actually drain that fast, but yep, nothing behind the door anymore. Let's see, there is some kind of platform in here with the same controls as on the outside, connecting to all of these gears. There's a control panel there. Is that for the fan, perhaps? But I can't reach it from here. But we saw that this lowered when we used the control panel on the outside, so kind of strange that the lava doesn't come back. Hey, wait a second. There's a painting here. It's kind of difficult to see from this angle. Maybe we need to be higher. Doesn't want to go any higher. We need to be higher to get through the controls, though. What does this do? Oh! Well, that works. That seems to be an age on fire. And two very naughty little boys toasting their success, leaving with bags of riches. So this must be Narayan, and these must be Saavedro, Tamra, and his children, while the people of Narayan fight and their age falls into ruin. Well, we know what happened next. Saavedro followed Sirs Nakanar and got trapped on Jinanen. That gondola they're in looks a lot like the one from the airship. I guess they're based on the same design. Another message for Atrus. And considering the lava here, I assume this is the last painting that he was talking about in his journal, where he was working in the heat. Because I can't imagine it's that cool in here, with lava just on the other side of the door. But now we've moved this thing over there, maybe we can go further up. We can. Wait a second. If the lava was here before, and the gear was on the other side, then how did the door close? I guess it's hooked up so it will always close if the platform goes to the lowest position, because otherwise that would be kind of dangerous. And now we can reach this control. Well, I can hear something happening. Let's test my hypothesis. Oh, now it doesn't actually want to take you down, so... That's kind of weird. Plot hole! How did the door close the first time? Without this wheel moving? I don't know. Well, we've got the fan operational. Hopefully that will bring gas to the hot air balloon. So we can inflate it. Except, of course, it's a hot air balloon. Might still be warm in this room, but hot enough to inflate, to keep the balloon aloft? I doubt it. I have a feeling we're going to need lava in this room to provide sufficient temperature. Alright. Let's head back. Which fortunately we can do the normal way and we don't have to climb over that pipe again. Especially when there's hot air going through the pipe. Let's see if we can do something now. Well, the balloon isn't inflated yet. So clearly there's something else we need to do, but I was kind of expecting that, considering the whole contraption with valves and stuff here. And indeed, we have steam coming out of here now. That's good. I wonder if that means we can use this wheel, which I think connects to the balloon, to inflate the balloon now. No. It does not. Well, we'll see if we can figure out how we can fix that situation in the next video.